That's weird. There's stuff that it just popped up now. I was gonna say there's a delay on your chat.
Oh,
When I was
really?
on there was stuff. All this stuff was there
That always
before.
happens. It always
Oh, I didn't
shows
know
up
that.
on the page before.
Oh,
It shows up on your end on StreamYard.
that's that's crazy. Hmm. You're right, actually. Though, let's try. I knew that already.
Um, we're gonna be commenting on the season
We've been
finale,
going for
or
27 seconds. What the fuck? I had no idea we were live. Hello. Sorry. It's okay. I don't need to know that we're live.
this is the last episode of the season, and as many people thought, probably the series. But that it had already been renewed halfway through season 1. So I
People
don't know.
did think that it was the last episode of the series. It's true. That started a whole bunch of stuff on the internet. I remember.
Even though it was confirmed that season 2 was coming, uh, and of course, the end of this episode certainly leads into just a couple of things about the end of this episode that are quite interesting. It's just,
Yes. Well,
let's get
I'm
into
gonna
it.
fanboy a little probably when I see the Enterprise, but I can't wait.
I
We'll
think I'm
talk.
gonna enjoy talking about Anson Mount
Yeah.
in season 2.
We're gonna mount Anson Mount. In
Okay, alrighty.
It's late. It's late. It's late. It's late
It's
night.
it's boat wreck after dark.
Boat wreck in the dawn.
Let's do the countdown.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
15, no, 18-second countdown.
Whoa.
18, no, 3 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Discovery.
Yeah, there you go. We're in sync. I understood exactly what you just said. Transport our prisoner to the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, just for
The
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 seconds, 22.
Hey PJ, we have to be nice. Jill's in the
Are
house.
we in sync? Are we in sync?
Yeah, we're in sync. Oh, sorry. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Are we in sync?
I'm a
40,
second. I'm a
41.
second behind you.
42. Oh, okay.
You must destroy the blah blah blah.
They're
Klingon
gathering
attack.
forces. We need to take it to
We're
them.
good. We're good, aren't we?
Should I pause for a second?
If you do a quick pause, can you do that on
Yeah, I
that
can.
app?
All right, I did it. Captain Philippa, Giorgio.
Oh my god, you said that exactly in sync. That was freaky.
Yes.
I heard like double voices.
We have acquired the target.
Exactly. Right on point. Holy shit.
This is the deadly Klingon fleet, by the way. I wanted to see a load more
Yeah,
ships.
really. Like, how pathetic is that?
Yeah, that was upsetting. Hi, Jill. Hi, Blue.
In this long zoom into Earth.
Look, there's a starbase. It looks just like the one from the movies.
Kind
And
of.
now we're at Kronos.
I hate how you have to say it now different. Kronos. Just say
Qu-
I like the way it was said before, Kronos.
I think it was originally called Klinzai or something like that.
I remember Volcania or something.
Yeah, Volcania was
Volcanians.
also Volcanians.
Do you speak Klingonese?
That's the computer back there, right? That blinky place, that little blinky room with the blue.
I don't know. Arbitrary lights.
This is
Oh, she's like, don't call that green dot their home.
she
I'll
can't hide.
spit on you, Detmer.
She's-
And
she
Detmer's
hasn't
like,
been-
God damn, what happened to you? Why are you a bitch all of a sudden? Because that's totally not. That's clearly not. You know what I mean? Giorgio that they know, right?
Look at Burnham. She's
It's so obvious, and it's funny because yes, Burnham and Saru are like getting fucking irritated as hell.
Right.
Like, they're like, you're not even trying to play the part.
look at the stare that Burnham's giving. I love it.
If looks could kill.
They're gonna like.
Let's converse about this bitch on the side here.
Does the bridge look big enough that this could be like okay that like she wouldn't hear them. Oh, she does hear them, kind of. I love how she like knows what a captain's like. I don't know. It's just great.
I like this.
Yeah. But I love what he says back.
Yeah, he snaps back at her like, I'm unpalatable, so I'm on. What does he
Yeah,
say?
he's like, I'm.
Hold on, it's coming up.
Yeah, very tough. See, unpalatable.
It's his way. It's his way of saying suck my fucking ganglia.
Not only that, he then finds out that there were Kelpians. This is actually like really crazy because remember, she was like, "Oh, there's no Kelpians like here," and then this kind of confirms that there were Kelpians and that they ate them, and Burnham would have known about it, which is funny.
Burnham's getting really hot headed. She's asking Giorgio to have a word with her.
Mm.
She's like forcing her hand here.
Which
She's
mirrors
like,
the.
I need to get Giorgio pissed off enough
It's
so
true.
we can talk in private.
And this mirrors the mutiny in the opening of the season, which is kind of cool. In a weird way, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
You know, the whole concept of Burnham trying to reform or see the good in this woman is more interesting than the character herself, like the character of Mary Georgia.
Do you think it crosses the line of like someone forcing someone to be something they're not, or like, you know what I mean? Like, because she's like literally.
She's the worst. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Space
like-
Hitler, as she's been dubbed.
I have to admit though that they nailed it in season 3. Like, I don't forgive her necessarily for who she like was and like the crime she committed, but I can see her redemption. Like, I can see that she's redeemable, I guess, by season 3.
The most interesting thing about her character, I think, is that she's extremely evil and dangerous. Like she has a shaky moral core at best, but
She loves
can be
Burnham.
extremely useful.
Yeah,
And that's
too.
what they acknowledge in the show is that, oh my god, well,
And you,
I mean,
and
this
you know
is-
they
this is
upgraded
this is somebody who
from
commanded an evil empire,
right.
and we're in a desperate situation where we need to hurt some evil
Yeah.
people. Well, why not use her? I guess.
And not only that, like, what's funny is like you can understand now. I can kind of see the Federation's reasoning. They were like, "Well, Lorca was from the Mirror Universe. We just discovered that, and so he was actually good for the war." But they didn't
Exactly.
realize it's like they didn't realize like conscripting Giorgio is like it's she was the Emperor. She was the most devious. She set the stage for what devious was in that universe. And so, of course, she would come up with the ultimate plan to just destroy Kronos. Like, she would just be like,
and
she'd
to
be
be
like,
totally
no,
honest,
this
it's
is
not
what
a
you
plan that anybody else, any other of the
Characters.
thousands of people could have come up with to say,
Yeah.
like, hey, why don't we just target their home planet?
Yeah, no,
If they're
no.
fucking us up this bad, why not just do that?
They're too Federation-y.
Yeah, they need the excuse of the.
Oh, I didn't notice. Jill asked if that was Nilsson who walked by in that scene. It probably was. I think I did see her. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we watched minus one episode. We watched the whole first season together. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, or actually, Jill, she was the first Arium because there was a second Arium. Right? Yeah,
Yes.
Nilsson. Yeah.
The woman who plays Arium in this season becomes
Plays
a
Nilsson
human
later.
character next season, and they replace Arium with another actress who they kill
Right.
off in that season anyway.
Hannah Cheeseman plays the second Arium. I forget the name of the actor who plays the first Arium / Nilsson.
My home.
My home.
Oh, blah, 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 Laurel. We've heard it all. Shut up.
I like what happens in the scene though. I remember this.
Go
Look
to
at this.
hell, very
She's-
small human.
Yeah, she's like,
It's
she's.
come on.
I love this.
Her burns suck.
But But look, she just kicked her,
I
and
I
look
actually
at. Did you see where she kicked her?
yes, I know. I agree with this scene. I agree with what Giorgio's doing here.
It's crazy.
Given the
This is a
context.
yeah. This is a
Where
nuts scene. I love it. Yeah, it's true. Boom. Goodbye. Sorry.
Burnham's playing the good cop. Well, she's not
Yeah.
playing. She is the good cop.
I
She's
think
like,
Burnham's genuinely horrified. Yeah, Takova was an ignorant fool. I agree. Look, she's like, she's crying and then
I have no
laughs.
you should have no sympathy for her character.
I wish she had said something in that scene like, "You might have been worthy of a glorious Klingon death," but no, it's like,
Takuma was an ignorant fool.
there's another way. Let's bring Ash Tyler, right? Is that what the other way is? Yeah, that's what it was.
Volkananpu. Andornananpu.
Look, there's Kid Tyler. That was like the human they destroyed
Yeah.
to make this guy. It is. I like how she just
This
refers
is
to him
weird.
as
It's this. I don't know. The staging of this scene is weird to me.
Really?
It's like they're just standing there in front of him. He's kind of like playing.
He's
with
like a
knot.
PTSD patient, sort of. He's kind of like
But, and then, but you
he's,
know,
like,
she's standing there
trying to
saying
figure it
it
out.
and like just talking down to him,
yeah.
and he's like, "Look at my knot."
Well, you go
So,
sail.
what?
So one of the cool
What?
things about Seattle is that there's a
He's so
huge.
cool. He's too cool for school, man.
There is a huge sailing culture in Seattle. Actually, I sailed a lot in Seattle, like more than I've ever sailed in Miami, and I live. Those are both like coastal cities, so I can understand why he would know all those things because like so many people have sailboats in Seattle. It's amazing.
Baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads
Done
and
scrambled eggs. Oh, now I miss sailing in Lake Union.
Why didn't they go to him first? She just wanted to
'Cause
beat the shit out
yes.
of Klingon. That's all
We
she
needed to
wanted
see
do.
that scene. We were angry about all the Federation losses. I love the hologram technology and stuff like that, but I also just can't help but think of Star Wars and the Death Star when I see that stuff. Hey Geek, if you want the timestamp, we'll give it to you right now. PJ, do you want to do it, or because we're perfectly in
timestamp?
sync?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hold on.
10, 52, 53, 54,
Yep, that's
55, 56, 57, 10, 58, 10, 59, 11. 11 minutes.
Well, it's the point where it's like they get it.
Mm-hmm. I like this addition too that the Klingons don't have just like homogenous world. They do have allies. Like the Orions are allowed to have like space on their planet. You know what I mean? It's a cool little retcon that I don't remember any other Star Trek series doing. That was I'm not completed with Voyager, but Klingon stuff didn't come up in Voyager, I imagine, often.
Oh, I like this interaction when Tilly realizes that it's not really her. I like the revelation. It's quite good.
Just subjugating the Betazoids.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, that's.
This is my favorite Tilly hairstyle. Even though some people were saying she looked like the character from that Disney film,
Brave.
Brave, yeah. But I love it. I love her hair here. It's my favorite. What is happening?
Do you think her being so forward with Tilly is a hint at something?
Oh yeah, 100%. Look how fond she is of her. It's kind of like how Lorca was with Burnham. You know what I mean? I think there's definitely something going on. But like Giorgio is pretty promiscuous when you think of this Giorgio, sorry, Emperor Giorgio is pretty promiscuous. Like she has no problem like
Yeah, she's like Madonna in the
she
80s. In the 90s.
like Madonna in the 80s. I love
Justify
that.
my love. Well,
I,
doesn't Giorgio go down? I can't remember, but doesn't
yeah,
isn't there a
she's
point
gonna sleep
maybe she goes
with the
down there and she screws
Orions.
all the Orions
Yeah, yeah,
and she's like DVDA me or something. I don't know.
yeah. This is cool in a sense because I like one of my interests is sexuality, and so I do think Star Trek's gone further than I've ever seen it go with sexuality in this series. So I do applaud Discovery for that.
I mean, really?
Yeah, in terms of just like the diversity of sexuality that we see
Oh, okay. You're talking about like
on
representation
like
or
it's
something.
very extensive. Like you have everything from, just like the bondage scene to like transsexuals. Well, that's not sexuality per se, but you know what I mean. Like there's a lot covered, and I love those topics. So I was like eating it up.
It should have. They should have when they show the or when they're about to show the Orion District, I believe. I forgot what I was gonna say. Like my daddy always used to say.
This is cool, like this little village. It looks Klingon-y to me. Also, it looks like Czechoslovakia. It's not though. It's somewhere in Canada. Maybe it's Vancouver, like underneath the bridge.
Geek says Star Trek will go further sexually for another $50.
Star Trek OnlyFans. Oh my
Blue,
gosh.
Blue says Starfleet Boy, are you the Dr. Ruth of Star Trek?
How do you know who Dr. Ruth is? Yes, I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer of Star Trek.
Some men are very self-conscious. I don't even. Is that what she sounds like? I can't remember.
Jill,
I have an accent. Is she German?
She does. She has like a German or something. I have to. But Westheimer, I think, is a German name.
Many men are insecure about the size and shape
of their member. She would use like more formal terms for things like of their member. She wouldn't say like. Do
you remember Sue Johansson?
Penis.
Sex with Sue?
No, I don't know.
It's a Canadian show that used to come on where people would call in and she would answer anything. And it was a dirty show to watch, but it was educational at the same time because it wasn't censored, right?
Yeah, I like that they kept the Orion continuity from Enterprise, and that the Orion women are like kind of more dominant.
Well, Enterprise established that the Orion women are the dominant sex.
Right. I like that there's this like kind of idea. Also, just like the Orions, I love that like we're seeing more Orions. Like that's something that we never really see the Orions ever in TNG.
I hate the way they redesigned the Orions for season 3. It's like, what? You had them one way before,
yeah, these Orions are fantastic.
You messed them up with making them look like the plastic battery people from the Primus video, Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Wow, that's very specific.
Anybody remember that song? Winona's Big Brown Beaver by Primus, the guys who sing the theme song for South Park.
Look, there's an Orion like exotic dancer, which is cool. Like back there.
They should have some kind of like music in the background, like pump it up a bit, like shut up and sleep with me, come on, and sleep with me, shut up. Remember that song?
I also like that they shifted
that song? Nobody knows that song.
No, I don't. I like that they shifted.
You don't know the song "Shut Up and Sleep with Me"?
No, I don't know that.
I have
song.
to show you after we're done here.
I want to go to this bar in real life. Look at this place, the Orion like sexy bar. It's like so hot. Like this is such a cool bar.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why don't you sleep with me? Shut up.
Do you know?
That's the fucking whole song.
This looks like a super chill place to hang out. Just saying.
I'm getting all hot and bothered, Starfleet Boy.
I'm not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a little. Oh, it's a little X-rated. It's a little X-rated.
Oh, daddy like.
This is also the furthest Star Trek has pushed this. Like, I don't think we've ever had this much like skin, as to put it in a
There is an episode of TNG where there is a completely nude woman on screen that her breasts and her
what? Sorry,
her breasts are obscured by her arm or something, but She is nude.
Oh, okay. I can't remember that.
Uh,
Is she a model in one of the painting scenes?
Yes, she's a model for
Oh,
one of
I
the scenes.
figured. Okay.
There's also a scene where Patrick Stewart is shown completely nude on camera, and
What?
his ass crack, I guess you could call, is
You're talking
obscured
about the
by
Four
shadow.
Lights? You're talking about the Four Lights episode, right? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
that's quite.
But
And
this is the most.
you look
I
at
think this
TOS
is
and how
like.
much skin they showed back then.
Those were non-sexual contexts, so PJ. This was like a very sexual
Oh, this was
context.
like
Yeah, like
like
I think that's the
like
difference.
doing it and doing it and doing
Yeah,
it well.
yeah,
Representing Shorty, she was raised out in Brooklyn.
yeah.
What are some good horny songs like that?
Geek and Review. Jill tuned into the wrong episode for us to stay clean. I think we're being civil though. I think we're being nice. We're being educational. Uh, Geek and Review says, "Come on, SFB. Mirror Major Kira was way more sensual, not sexual. I think she was sensual compared to this. There was no like nudity being shown in DS9, as far as I remember. Not to this level." What did you think of Ash Tyler doing this and the Klingons not even noticing how odd it is that a humanoid like acts just like a Klingon?
I completely, utterly despise whatever's going on right now.
Really?
And I never
Really?
liked this. It's just like
It's kind of creepy too, like the way
what
they're
they're trying to
framing
do,
it.
but it's like, fuck off.
I do like one aspect of it, which is Burnham's like completely overwhelmed. She's just like, I have no idea what to think.
She's
You know what I
like,
mean?
Ugh.
And here's Clint Howard. Oh my goodness. Also, the blatant drug use is not something we see, like recreational, I should say, not blatant, but recreational use is not something we see often in Star Trek, and this is the first time we see it, I think, in this way.
I had to blow up the planet, but then I got high.
I like how he's like, kick her out of here. She's definitely doesn't belong. She's underage or something.
No, she doesn't pass for somebody who's a teenager.
She
Definitely
looks like a
she's in her
teenager to me
20s.
sometimes.
No,
But yeah,
Jesus,
you're
no.
right.
She looks.
No, I mean not like a teen, but like a 19-year-old or a.
I'm so used to seeing her first in a show called Baskets.
Oh, that's right.
That's probably why she seems older to me.
It is kind of a delight to have. I always like Star Trek moments where you have someone from a previous Star Trek series on like a new Star Trek series, just like as a informal, or even like, you know how like Dr. McCoy was on TNG, and I think Clint Howard is like a huge. I didn't think about it at the time, but he's like a huge coup to have because he was like such an important character, Baylock, on Star Trek the original series. To put him in the finale is a pretty awesome achievement, in my opinion. I was very chuffed by that.
Jesus, man, it's not like it's William Shatner. No, I get it. Yeah, Clint Howard is
He's
always that
legend.
guy who pops up in things.
Yeah, but he's also a legend. Like, he's very well known in the horror community. He did a ton of, what were those, Roger Corman films, I think? Or
He starred in one of them, I believe. I
yeah,
forget the name
but
of it.
he's just been in so much. Yeah, he's just so prolific, and the fact that he's Ron Howard's brother, and now like Ron Howard's daughter is a director, and she acts like there's so much. The Howard family, which by the way is Beverly Crusher's maiden name, the Howard family is awesome. I like them. It's like Hollywood royalty in a way.
Yeah, he was first appeared in a show about a bear. I can't remember what was. Okay, I looked it up. Big Ben or something. I don't fucking know.
Well,
he was only like a little kid, and then his
I'm
brother
raising
grew up to be
my-
on Happy Days and stuff.
I'm raising. Yeah, it's
Clint
true.
Howard.
I'm raising my glass to of Tranya to Clint Howard. Cheers.
Yeah, the Trauma thing. I think the Trauma film he was in was Ice Cream Man.
Mm.
But
I feel like he was in many horror movies, but maybe I have to look him up on IMDb.
he got to start in a show called Gentle Ben.
Mm.
Yeah, he's been in a few horror movies. Yeah. Evil Speak, Disturbed, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, The Leprechaun 2, Carnosaur. Yeah, he's been in quite a few.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's because they always cast me because I look so creepy. I have crazy eyes. Yeah, apparently he's a really nice dude. Like, he's always super, super, super friendly.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine. I mean that he's anything but nice.
He's like, there was a 30-year period where nobody knew my name, and then the internet came along.
It's true.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
For years, I had no
I knew who he
idea
was.
who he
I knew who
was.
he was, but yeah.
And it might have been Entertainment Tonight or something, where it was before, like, the internet came along, but I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And I think he was at the 30th anniversary, Star Trek anniversary. He had something to do with that. I could be wrong. But I'm like, oh, yeah, he was a little
I
kid.
think he did have something to do with it.
That episode. I had no idea. I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
that's what I think I learned about that in one of those anniversary things. Like it's where William Shatner hosted it or whatever, and he was like, "Did you know that actor Clint Howard?"
All I really remember about the 30th anniversary special was that they showed a clip from Star Trek First Contact with the Borg, Queen, and Data, where she kisses him. And I had no idea a sequel to Generations was coming. I literally had no fucking clue, and I just wanted to watch this special because it was a Star Trek thing, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, here's a clip from First Contact. I'm like, clip from what? And then they showed him like, oh my god, they're making a Borg movie. I fucking lost my shit. My mother was like, you need to calm down. I remember freaking out. And I remember Entertainment Tonight so many weeks or whatever, however long later, they showed they showed the first trailer for Star Trek First Contact, and it was like one of the greatest fucking moments of my childhood.
That was kind of a James Bond move.
They showed the part where Worf was like, "If you were any other man, I would kill you.
I'd kill you where you stand."
I was like, "Oh my god, why is Worf wanting to kill Picard? What's going on?" Borg.
That's cute.
Yeah, that scene where she. Yeah, there's a lot of skin there, right? That scene we just saw.
Well, not only that, she had a James Bond thing going with that move she did. I could see like that being in a James Bond film.
Yeah, she can really use those thighs.
Geek says, remember the 90s when movies literally used to sneak up on you? That's funny.
Really? What do you mean?
Like you didn't know a movie would come out or something, I guess. It wasn't like today.
Yes. It's like Addams Family Values.
Yeah.
I literally just seen the movie on VHS or something, and I go in the theater to see I don't know what movie, and I see Addams Family Values. And I was like, oh my god, there's a sequel! I love that movie. I just saw it. I still love those movies, Addams Family and Addams Family Values. Oh, Tilly's fucked up now.
But you saw she came to. She was able to do her duty.
Tyler comes up. He's like, Burnham, I found a really good Klingon acting class.
I feel like
the first trailer I ever saw on the sorry to cut you off. The first trailer I ever saw on the internet was the trailer for The Phantom Menace. And I remember waiting like fucking 40 minutes for that shit to load on iTunes. It was like the first iTunes trailer that ever people ever clicked on, I guess, because it was the only one I ever knew at the time. And it was like you waited so long, and when it started to play, finally, it was the quality was shit and it was choppy as fuck, so you really couldn't see it. And it was like,
That's
oh man,
funny.
the internet back in 1998 or 99 or whenever that was.
In 98 and 99, I worked at a job where we had an ISDN line, so our internet was insane even back then. It was awesome. But I didn't have it at home that fast. I had like 56K, I think was the fastest we had at home. Look at that. This is going to be the simultation. Watch.
Simultation, yeah.
Let's see. Boom, there goes Kronos. And simultation. Yeah, they didn't fix it.
That's
That's
just the way the word is spelled in the future, didn't you know?
It's like sabotage. Simultation. Sabotage. I like this this again, a variation on the mutiny.
I don't know.
That is all we have, Admiral.
This is all we have. This is all we are.
A year ago,
Without it, we are nothing.
I stood alone. I believed that our survival was important. I love this whole speech. It's so good. I think that
Don't you
if I
know
remember, if I
I'm
remember
supposed to say
correctly,
inspiring words that essentially
she
mean
is
nothing
supposed
because
to.
we're all going to end up in the same place at the end anyway, and you're going to die very meaninglessly next season.
But she had such a good.
You could have
I
gone on
think
to
she
play
had
Admiral
one.
Cornwell in Strange New Worlds.
I think she had one speech too many though in this episode. That might be. We'll have to see. We are Starfleet. Remember this started a whole hashtag
it's
movement
like,
on Twitter.
yeah.
That's how inspirational this is.
We are Starfleet.
I like that Admiral. I love Admiral Cornwell so much. She's so cool. She really collaborates without ego. Boom. Burnham saves the day.
This is all very writery dialogue.
But it's good. I like it.
It's like, don't be so dramatic. Like, fucking soap opera shit. Nobody talks like this. I don't care what century you're in. See that like, I do like you. Why not join me? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Everything leading up to that was like, what? No, shut up.
Remember, she saw
Blah,
her
blah,
as a
blah.
daughter. They're both going through the same emotion from different perspectives. You know what I mean? Like Burnham is seeing Giorgio, and Giorgio is seeing her mirror Burnham, who was like a total like maniac, which we finally get to see in season 3, which I loved. Giorgio's like, this bitch is boring, but I love her. Like, it's like, but I can't help it.
Like, the
She's
only
like
way to
a
get
daughter
past
to
me
me.
is to kill me. Push the gun in
Yeah.
here. Chess is like, oh my fucking god. Get the scene over with.
Blue says, I'm realizing
So annoying.
Blue
Sorry, go ahead.
no, well, I'm saying Blue says I'm realizing I needed time away from disco to like it more.
Like it
I
more,
agree with
yeah.
that. I actually agree with that.
I appreciate it more now than I did at the
Yeah.
time.
Or your commentary is bomb. I think that's true too. She kind of lays it out. This is where we destroyed your asses.
This seems like, oh my god, I don't like this at all. The way this plays out.
I like it. It's okay. It's okay.
It's like
It's not great.
one
It's
little
okay.
set. Everything's like concluded there. Laurel's convinced. And it's all like, and then she somehow manages to succeed in this plan.
Excuse me. Sorry for that cough. I
And
usually
it's
mute
like this-
myself.
It's weird.
You know what?
I suppose
Do you think
they just have to move. She's like a chess piece. They have to move to the next fucking spot. But I do give them credit that she is better. I like her and him better, Tyler, in season 2, minus some parts. Definitely, like, from a production standpoint, it's a step up. But there are parts of season 1 that I really like, fucking like Lorca. Bring Jason Isaacs back for season 4, god damn it. It's the only way you're going to save the show. Do you realize this, Kurtzman? No, I'm joking. But yeah, who knows? Probably not. I don't say he's back.
it's weird? Everyone gets what they wanted. Philippa gets to go off on her own. I wish they had kept the cut scene from Section 31 in here.
Yeah.
That they cut out. That would have been pretty good.
That's the introduction of Leland.
Yeah, exactly.
It turns out to be a proto-Borg that is not really that, or whatever.
It isn't a Borg, but it is something weird. That's true. It's Nomad.
I don't think they know what they were doing with that storyline. they're making like obvious Borg parallels, like
Mm-hmm.
they don't really go anywhere with it. Really, that interesting.
Enterprise was generally considered average when it first aired. I had very little interest in Enterprise when it first aired. I didn't even finish watching it.
I do get there's some nice cinematography here. One of the things I appreciate that the show does when it does it is that they can have just coverage that where the camera isn't fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, let's frame it. And they don't do enough of the two shot here, which was a great two shot that they did earlier. Which if they sometimes in editing, the just cutting back and forth all the time doesn't work. Like this, where they cut to the wider shot here. That's a good break from the back and forth. And this change up here. So like parts
I
like
love
this
all these
are
terms.
very well filmed, I believe.
I don't know all these technical terms. That's fun to find out. You do
That's a
do
medium
you,
shot there, I guess you call it.
do you do like a formal film school and all that stuff?
No, I took photography in high school.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I tutored like grade 10 students when I was
But
in
you
grade
know
12.
cinematography, it sounds like.
Well, cinematography is just
You must be an
photography.
amateur
It's just
cinematographer.
photography.
Yeah, but you know the lingo, I guess. That's what I meant to say, is you know
Oh,
the
yeah,
cinematography lingo.
Yeah, it's all pretty
Like
common
medium
stuff,
shot and wide shot and two shot and...
though. Like, see, that's a beautifully framed shot, that wide shot just then.
Let me kiss you
So this is
one more
probably
time.
See, and it's when you let the camera do the talking, so to speak, is meaning you just keep it there and you just frame your coverage well, and you mix it in with the wide shots and the medium shots and stuff. It makes scenes like this that are meant to be intimate more effective. Just imagine how shitty it would be if the camera was fucking all over the place during this scene, like they do in some of these shots.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And they're not doing the floaty cam thing either. They're not doing that thing where the camera's like bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving, but it's not like doing that
I
awful
noticed
bouncy thing that they do.
I noticed they do the bouncy thing on ships more than on the planets. I
know,
think they're
it
trying to
gets
give you
quite
that
annoying.
idea.
Yeah, I know.
They're trying to give you that
Buoyancy
idea of
submarine water. Kind
exactly,
of feel.
exactly.
And like,
But I
same
love
thing.
this. You're right. This is really nice. Boom. Bye bye, Tyler. I still have your kiss on my lips.
Takuvma knew that the most powerful empire
Was a united empire. What does she?
24 houses working as one.
He
They
believed the quickest way
to bring
was
us
war
together
with
was
the
war with
Federation.
the Federation.
But in this fight, we have lost our way.
Okay, Margaret Thatcher. Or Julia Child. Oh, let's make a cake.
That's so weird, but that's
I'm
so
not
true.
leader.
There is a bit of Julia Child in her. That's crazy. I could see her cooking with Laurel. Oh my gosh.
Her mother, Beth Grant, I believe is her name.
Yes, that's right. She's super
she's,
famous. And her dad too, right?
I don't know about her dad. I can't remember. But her mother is in. I remember her from Child's Play, the teacher.
Machrem,
Child's Play
Makruf,
2. Sorry.
Emojka. Nuchrechish. Dude, later she throws a beheaded baby head down that pit. She's crazy. I wish that she was a character that was at least mentioned in TNG. It would have been cool to tie her in, but it's okay. I love Laurel at the end.
7 or 8 ships go away now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was so lame. It should be like a fucking fleet. Like several squadrons.
This is actually coming up right here. Right now is my favorite shot of the entire season. This whole going
Paris?
through feature, this is the stuff that I love because I'm interested in what the fucking world looks like in this time in this Star Trek universe, like the real world. So I like that you're actually seeing a real world place futurized, but not like to the extent where it's unrecognizable.
Right,
Because
right.
cities realistically won't change all that much unless there's like certain disasters or whatnot. They will.
Paris looks a
Like
little different in TNG. This one looked a little more Kelvin-y for my taste, but I liked it. I agree with what you're saying, and I
how
accept
dare
it as
you
well.
say
I
that,
know. Well, I'm just saying.
Kelvin-y.
I like
Who do
Kelvin.
you think you are? Oh, no, I understand. Isik for your thoughts? What does that mean? I don't fucking know what it means. Fuck off.
That is what happens. That's crazy.
Man, she
Why,
must be using that like
dude?
good Avon
Her.
products.
Yeah, I was gonna say her
Keep it
mom
so
seems like her
useful.
sister.
Yeah,
Like they seem like sisters, not
we're
mother and
sister
daughter.
wives.
Wow. I'm already getting hyped for the Enterprise. None of this matters to me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I forgot about the Enterprise. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's insane. I have a lot of things to talk about the Enterprise.
Anson Mount was a guy that I won't say that I'm the only one because I did see a few people say it. But even before the Enterprise showed up in season 1, the idea of Anson Mount from Hell on Wheels, because I watched that show from beginning to end, right? And I saw him one time without the beard in I think a Liam Neeson movie where he's on a plane or something. I was like, holy shit, he looks like Jeffrey Hunter.
Yeah,
He could play Pike.
for
Like,
sure.
and then
They nailed it. But
yeah,
not only did they
they
cast
got
it,
that casting so fucking perfect.
like it's like a once in a lifetime casting because not only is he like perfect from the looks perspective, but he's a fucking phenomenal actor. You know what I mean? Like he's just so he takes over when he's on screen. You just want more Pike.
To give Ethan Peck a little bit of credit, Zachary Quinto does look more like Leonard Nimoy. However, Ethan Peck is more believable as James Frain's son.
Yeah, that's a good point. I also kind of see him as Spock now. I don't know. I've accepted him.
And he actually, if you look at James Frain and Amanda, the woman who plays Amanda,
They would produce
you
an
can
Ethan
see
Peck.
Ethan Peck out of that. It's a believable offspring kind of casting.
I'm
in that way.
grateful that they produced Ethan Peck. Thank you, world, for making an Ethan Peck and giving me Lumberjack Spock, my husband. This is a good speech. We talked over it, but
I would just love somebody in the audience to be like, she says all that, and somebody's like, boo. And everybody just laughs jovially, like they don't even take offense. It's like Burnham laughs too. She's like, "Oh, you Boimler."
that really moved me as a fan. The whole "we have to be torchbearers" thing, like it put into perspective like my duty as like someone who's invested like a shit ton of his life into Star Trek and how to like behave towards newcomers. You know what I mean? And how to like welcome new people into the franchise or the world or whatever. You know?
I don't know about you, man. Star Trek has taught me to be a horrible person.
No, what are you talking about? No,
It's
no,
taught me
no.
all the wrong things.
That's such a lie.
Like,
I feel like you're lying right now.
it's like hate Klingons, Klingon bastards.
Killed our sons. Klingon bastards.
I'm like O'Brien with the Cardassians.
There's so many people
I don't
who
have
are
anything
like...
against them. I just don't want to hang around them in a bar, you know.
That's really good.
Don't get me wrong. Anyway. Oh yeah, Enterprise is coming up. Yeah. Dun,
Well-
dun, dun. We can't rely on the main cast anymore.
It's funny. No, that's not true. It's like we needed
It's
to
totally
reboot the
true,
show.
dude.
No,
They
it's
needed-
we need
they
to
needed a crutch.
They needed to
needed an
reboot the
anchor.
show. No, it's they realized like maybe we need to make this more of an ensemble show. Is I think what they did realize.
Yes, that was their motivation. Let's make this an ensemble.
It's true.
It's.
I mean, look at how much better it is as an ensemble.
And listen, I'm not criticizing because it was definitely a cool choice to make fucking Captain Pike, played by Anson Mount, the captain for the second season. If only the second season was a little bit more, good.
I can't wait till we watch it and see how we feel about it. I haven't seen it in a while, so
It's like any other
Excited.
season of Discovery where it's like good episode, bad episode, good episode. good, bad, 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 good.
Everyone knew what was happening, right?
Yeah.
It was like when you saw the NCC
Federation
17.
ID code. It's a choppy. 17 is like, yeah, we know.
17.
We
It's
know,
just
we
like
know
as
what's
soon as
happening
you
here.
saw that, yeah, it's true.
And in fact,
I'm going full screen. I'm going full screen. Hold on. Full screen. How do you do this? Come on, hold on. Full screen. All right, I'm in full screen. Yes, it is. Oh my god! Look at it. Woo! It's making the warp speed sound it's supposed to make. It's so good, even though it doesn't make that sound in space.
Yeah, it looks like it's lost all power, all right.
I was so torn about the design of the Enterprise when it came out.
Were
I
you
was
all
like,
out of faith?
I was so worried and upset. And I was like, why doesn't it look like the TOS Enterprise? I was so mad, but I also liked it, which is, the odd part about it is that the design's cool looking, so I couldn't deny that. That was fun, PJ. I'm so happy we finished.
A whole season.
A whole freaking season watch along. This is the first time I've ever done a whole season watch. Well, no, I missed one episode because of Sean. Damn it, Sean.
Well, we can delete his and just redo it.
No. No, it's fine.
Yeah, when are we gonna? I think we should get together and talk about Invincible at some point.
Yes, I do think so too.
Invincible. All right.
Je me quitte mon play bleu. We didn't have our after chat this time because I think it's late. But I just want to say that tune in to Boat Wreck. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these. And then Starfleet Boy and Starfleet Boy After Dark as well. That's it. I did my promos.
Good night.
Good night.
And good